Everyone knew Connor McDavid was destined to become an elite NHL player, but even his biggest fans might not have predicted just how dominant he would become. But just how good is McDavid? Can he rise to the rankings of Wayne Gretzky and possibly become known as the greatest hockey player ever? In today's video, we'll take a deep dive into the stats and career of Connor McDavid thus far and uncover just how good he really is, and why 2,000 career points might not be as crazy as you'd think. Let's dive in. On November 14, 2024, during a game against the Nashville Predators, McDavid cemented his legacy with a milestone moment. Scoring on a one-timer from Leon Draisaitl in the second period, McDavid became the fourth youngest and fourth fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,000 career points. McDavid is the 99th player in NHL history to hit this milestone, doing so in just 659 games. Only Wayne Gretzky, who did it in 424 games, Mario Lemieux, who did it in 513 games, and Mike Bossy, who did it in 656 games, have reached 1,000 points faster. Along with Peter Stastny, who reached the mark in 682 games, these are the only players to achieve the feat within their first 715 games. At 27 years and 306 days old, McDavid also ranks as the fourth youngest player to reach 1,000 points, behind Gretzky, Lemieux, and Steve Yzerman. Additionally, McDavid joins an elite group of Oilers legends that includes Wayne Gretzky, Jari Kurri, and Mark Messier as the only players to reach 1,000 points while wearing an Edmonton Oilers jersey. McDavid has already solidified himself as one of the greatest hockey players of all time and is a near lock for future induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame. If he were to retire today, his NHL career would be celebrated for its staggering achievements. In under 700 NHL games, McDavid has racked up over 350 goals and over 680 assists. But those numbers only scratch the surface of his incredible resume. McDavid reached 400 assists in just 426 games, making him the fourth fastest player in NHL history to hit that mark. He also became the sixth fastest to record 600 points, achieving the milestone in 421 games. As captain of the Edmonton Oilers, McDavid has collected an impressive array of accolades. By age 25, he had already won 5 Art Ross trophies, 2 Hart Memorial trophies, and 3 Ted Lindsay Awards. He also recorded 5 100-point seasons by that age, a feat only Wayne Gretzky had achieved before him. In the shortened 2020-21 season, McDavid delivered one of the most dominant performances in modern hockey history, winning the Hart Trophy unanimously, just the second player to do so after Gretzky. That season, he tallied 105 points in 53 games, a pace not seen since Mario Lemieux posted 99 points in 53 games during the 1995-96 season. McDavid's dominance isn't limited to raw statistics. Among all players drafted between 2008 and 2021, only Steven Stamkos with over 1,150 points and John Tavares with over 1,070 points have more career points than McDavid, who was drafted in 2015. McDavid's resume, in such a short time, already places him among hockey's elite, with accolades and records that rival the game's greatest legends. Connor McDavid hasn't won a Stanley Cup yet, but his career is far from over, and history shows that even some of the greatest players needed time to capture hockey's ultimate prize. Steve Yzerman, the legendary Detroit Red Wings captain, waited 14 years before hoisting the cup. And if McDavid never wins one, he'll still be in good company with Hall of Famers like Marcel Dion, Dale Hawerchuk, and Jarome Iginla, who are enshrined despite never winning a championship. Now, let's talk about McDavid's playoff performances. While some players shine in the regular season but fade under the postseason spotlight, McDavid is not one of them. In 74 playoff games, he's racked up an astounding 117 points, giving him a points per game average of 1.63, the second highest in NHL playoff history, placing him among elite company that includes Barry Peterson, Nathan MacKinnon, Mark Messier, and Bobby Orr. The Oilers appear poised to contend for a championship in the 2024-25 season, and McDavid's playoff track record is a big reason for optimism. His 2021-22 playoff performance was nothing short of historic. He started the postseason with 9 multi-point games in his first 10 outings, a feat never before achieved in NHL history. He led all players in playoff scoring that year with 33 points in 16 games, despite not advancing to the final round. McDavid's 2.06 points per game average during that postseason was the highest in over 3 decades, a mark last surpassed by Mario Lemieux's 2.21 points per game in the 1991-92 playoffs. Remarkably, as McDavid continues to mature, it seems he's only getting better, a terrifying prospect for the rest of the league. To double down on just how good McDavid has been in the postseason, during the 2023-24 playoffs, he shattered Wayne Gretzky's record for most assists in a single postseason, notching 34 assists in just 25 games. Wild. Now that McDavid has reached the 1,000-point milestone, the next goal is 2,000 points. Could he achieve it and secure the second spot on the NHL's all-time scoring list? With his unparalleled skill and consistency, McDavid finishing his career just behind Gretzky feels almost like destiny. While playing into your 40s isn't common in today's NHL, players like McDavid are built differently. Let's assume, for argument's sake, that McDavid continues to play until age 40. Turning 28 in January 2024, he would have 12 additional seasons after the 2024-25 campaign. If he averages 75 games per season, a reasonable estimate given his durability and health throughout his career, that would add approximately 900 more games to his total. Including the remainder of the 2024-25 season, this would bring his career games played to an estimated 1,620, which would place him among the top 15 all-time in games played. Reaching 2,000 points would require him to maintain his scoring pace over those years. Currently, McDavid averages over 1.5 points per game, so even a slight decline in production as he ages could still keep him on track for this milestone. With his commitment to excellence and evolving skill set, it's not unreasonable to think McDavid could join Gretzky as one of the only players to surpass 2,000 points, a feat that would cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats. With 1,003 points in just 660 games, Connor McDavid boasts an incredible career average of 1.52 points per game. If he maintained that pace throughout his career, he could finish with an astonishing 2,459 points. However, while McDavid defies expectations, it's unlikely he'll sustain this rate indefinitely. Father Time impacts every player, and even the best eventually experience a slowdown in production. That said, McDavid's talent and consistency suggest he can remain a dominant player for years. A realistic comparison is Sidney Crosby, who continues to be a point-per-game player well into his late 30s. If McDavid averages 120 points per season for the next 4 years, including the current one, he would reach 1,462 points by age 31. At that point, he'd be just 538 points shy of 2,000. Assuming McDavid records 2 more 100-point seasons after that, well within his capabilities, he'd need only 338 additional points to hit 2,000. With approximately 7 seasons remaining at his projected pace of 75 games per year, McDavid would likely play another 525 games. Averaging just over 0.64 points per game during that span would secure the milestone, a rate that seems easily achievable given his extraordinary skill and adaptability. McDavid has already proven he's no ordinary player. For many, he's the most talented to ever lace up skates. As long as he stays healthy, it feels less like a question of if he'll reach 2,000 career points and more a matter of when. Beyond his personal milestones, McDavid's legacy will be further defined by team success. The 2023-24 Edmonton Oilers, constructed by general manager Ken Holland, offer him the best opportunity yet to capture the elusive Stanley Cup. Should McDavid add a championship to his resume, it would cement his place as one of the greatest to ever play the game. And there you have it. just a few of the dazzling stats and accomplishments that show us just how dominant and skilled Connor McDavid really is. So, do you think McDavid can reach the 2,000-point mark? And if so, would that make him the greatest hockey player ever? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos.